Hi, just me. It's the 14th of June 2018. It's 3 days before my 47th birthday. Oh my god, how the hell did I get to be 47 suddenly? And life's been a bit mad recently. Last weekend I took Queen Bee, my vintage mobility room, up to Scotland to help support Lindsay Isaacs in her walk, remembering Tom and raising awareness for the Cure Parky Trust and keeping his vision alive. She's still walking. She finishes on the 16th, so 2 more days, and she's been amazing. I think she's just incredible. And so is Hanya and Indy, her best friend, one of her good friends, and Indy is a dog, beautiful dog. And they've nearly raised £10,000, which is just amazing. And so I met up with them in Dundee at the university there, where they were meeting the research people who were doing the research into Parkinson's. So it gave me a chance to have a bit crack with them and, share some ideas, some thoughts, and tell me what they were doing. Because I think unless they meet us, it's all very well being scientists and doing all the biz, but unless you can put your work to a person or a group of people, then does it actually touch your heart? I don't know. That's my thought anyway. But I had a couple of interesting little chats. I am covered in candy melts. I've been making cake pops for next week's fundraiser, and they just look a bit like pink bollocks. But never mind, a bit of glitter and it'll solve that. And I've digressed again. Oh yes, so that was that day on Friday, and it was me, Paul, my sidekick, and Yvette Brown, who kindly came and gave us a hand, and we drove 600 miles over 2 days, and I was buggered beyond belief. Couldn't move for days. Couldn't even have a bath with my eyes open. I had to sit there in the bathroom like a dormouse. Oh, you doing it again? Oh god. Anyway, so on the Saturday we went to Sloshed, don't know how you pronounce it, anyway, up in the Highlands of Scotland, the Cairngorms, to meet up with Will Boyd Wallace, who was finishing his 3-week tour of the Cairngorms. I was walking an astonishing amount of miles, and I did know, but I've forgotten, and I don't want to say the wrong number. But he's been walking to raise money for the Cure Parkinson's Trust, and his motivation was his mum. And his grandma also had Parkinson's, and I think he's got a friend where he lives, Ginny, I think it is. So shout out to all of those people. You're all amazing. And I think he was a bit shocked that I turned up with my little caravan of love all the way up to the Highlands. But if they can do that for us, if they can take 2-3 weeks out of their life and walk consistently, which is not easy, in some really rough terrain, to raise money and awareness for us, then I can bloody well get my arse up to Scotland and give them a bit of carrot cake. It's not exactly the end of the world, but I do have to take into account that fatigue nowadays is a bit of a problem. So it's Thursday today, and I came home on Saturday, late night Saturday, and I'm only just starting to rally round. And I've got a weekend of birthday celebrations, so I need to be right. So today I've been interviewed by my son for the Current, who decided they want to do a feature on this past weekend, which is brilliant because, again, it's raising awareness, and that's what we need. And then next week I'm going to be working together with Vintage at the Town Corbridge, and we're doing G&T party. That's it, G&T party. Mainly raising money for Parkies again. So I'm going to divide this money between the Cure Parkinson's Trust and Spotlight, who are predominantly a charity founded by Gaynor Edwards, helping people with young onset Parkinson's, because there's 6,500 of us living in the UK under 50, which is a fair amount of people. And it's not just about the cure. Yes, it is. That's our ultimate aim. But I've been living with this for 14 years, and I'm sick of thinking the cure's around the corner. It's not. It's not around the corner. If it is, it's a fucking long corner. We've got to learn to live with this and be positive, and not just rely on the ultimate. We've got to live day to day. We've got to live well. So it's all about nutrition, exercise, mindfulness, your mental health, because if your mental health isn't right, you're stuffed. And working together with your families, because it can be an isolating place, Parkinson's, and we were all guilty of putting that parky smile on, saying everything's all right, and I may have Parkinson's, but it ain't got me, that crap. I hate that saying, sorry if that offends you. It does have us by the short bloody curlies. But there's more to Parkinson's management than just the medical model. So that is my next aim, to try and set up a retreat. And I've got 3 potential premises, so that's not a problem. It's just finding the right key people, because I need professional people who are like physio, Reiki, Bowen, acupuncturist, Lindsay, therapists, drama, art, you name it, singing, dancing, and grabbing life and living it to the fullest, because that's what we've got to do. We haven't got a crystal ball, but we've got a better, insight to what the future does offer us, and that's not a bad thing. It can make us appreciate every day and live each day to the fullest. So no wallowing, no woe is me. What's the point? It is, why not us? So we've just got to crack on. And yeah, it might slow us down, it might even stop us some days, but ultimately we are in charge of our own destiny. And I want my destiny to be the best destiny I can be. Destiny's child. Okay, I'm leaving.